Why would you say it's unheard of? No, it is. It's possible, it's allowed per the parliamentary rules that you can replace members sworn in or not on the National Assembly. And this is what we're doing. I think maybe let's put context to this.
What happened?
Our candidate lists that were submitted to the IEC, in effect, was sabotaged. We even opened a case to that extent at the Sandton Police Station, where we cited certain irregularities of names that were input there that were not supposed to be there. One of those being the prominent President Zuma. I mean, our strategy was never to have him on the list in the first place, and only to then bring him on later stage, as we did with Judge Hlophe. Now, what has happened is we then communicated at the point of swearing in with the 12 members. Now, when I say 12, there's 6 names that were there that we never got sworn in, and then there were the 12 that were sworn in. And we had to communicate with them. And we engaged with them in a civil manner to inform them that this is the situation and that they have to be replaced. And when I talk about sabotage, I'm talking about people who are putting in friends, community members, and family members onto our list. And so we communicated with them that they have to be replaced at some point. So they're given 2 options as allowed by Parliament. We consulted the Parliament. And they decided to still go ahead and be sworn in, of which still is allowed by Parliament. Now that they're being replaced, there's nothing untoward. This is something they knew was going to happen, because the names that are now replacing them are the same names that were ought to be on our list in the first place.
Whose responsibility was it to compile the list?
Well, we had entrusted certain members of the party, comrades, who have now been expelled. And part of the reasons why they were expelled was for exactly that. And remember, we've always been highlighting the issue of being infiltrated and all sorts of rogue elements. And we've been having to deal with that. We've been having to clean up. We're a young organization. We are forming structures. And naturally, you'll come across certain teething situations such as this. But it's about us doing something about that. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're fixing this organization, and we're ensuring that we're duly represented in Parliament. Here's another example. At one point, and I'm sure with some of the interviews you may have heard, Judge Hlophe stating that there were some members that never showed up one morning, in Parliament. And that was at a critical time when we were requested and we needed to vote. Some members didn't show up, and let me tell you, the bulk of the members that were actually not there are the same that are being replaced. So we say we need to represent our party well. We need to have competent people. And this is what we're doing.
Whether it's how you compile the list, whether it's people not showing up, it does suggest a disorganization on the part of your party, doesn't it?
No, I wouldn't say it's a disorganization. I think it's an organization.
Competence, perhaps?
No, we're highly competent. I don't think we're able to get to the point that we're at without being competent. I'm sure you've heard some of our submissions in Parliament. Wouldn't you say that those are competent people? Of course we're competent.